What's going on, guys? Back again with another video. Today I am working on this electrical panel in my garage. There's a sub panel inside here, so I'm testing everything out in here because they did some weird stuff, and I'm trying to figure it all out before I get everything else going. So let me show you what's going on. Alright, so power comes in, comes up here, and before there was just a breaker in here, but these wires bypassed it. I tested these, and these are 120, but these wires right here, I'm testing it. I'm not getting anything, but like I'm getting stuff, but it's weird. It's like 0.800 volts, so it's really low, which has me baffled. Like, why would it be so low? There's two. So this looks like they had 120 or 220 coming in here at one time, but for whatever reason they took it out. I don't know. If anyone knows more about electricity than I do, if they could let me know what the hell am I looking at here. This is your 120 though, going up, and then it goes up there, then down to an outlet, and then to lights and everything. But I'm trying to figure out why they had the breaker there and then now they just bypassed it. Wondering if I can put the breaker. Basically, I would like to put the breaker back in and have 120 and 220 in here. I'd like to future-proof this, and it looks like they gave me the wires to do it. So if someone watching this knows a lot about electricity, if you could let me know why they did this, that'd be awesome. But I'm going to keep trying to figure this out. Thanks, guys. So it's about to storm out pretty bad, I guess. So I'm testing out my my dead cat, my microphone, in this wind. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Or when I edit it, I'll be able to tell if you can hear it or not. But take a look at this. My favorite time is when it's right before it storms. Oh yeah, it gets windy and it cools off a bit. Nothing better. Alright, so I'm back in here. So this is how it looked when I got to it. You had the breaker in here, and then like I think everyone assumed that this breaker worked, but because this panel was on there and all you saw was the breaker, well, I went to turn off the breaker to, I don't know, test it, I guess, which was the smart thing to do, and none of this stuff went off. So I'm like, and then I look closer and I'm like, wow, they just totally bypassed it. Why did they do that? And if you look closely, let me move these wires out of the way here. If you look closely at this breaker, you can see it says 240 right at the bottom there. And I can't make out the rest of this breaker. So all you electricians out there, if you could let me know what I'm looking at here. There's two sets of wires that come through. These three are not connected to anything, and when I test them, I'm not getting really any readings out of it. This is definitely 120. And when I disconnect it, obviously everything turns off in here. But then if you follow this run up to here and then over, all that comes out are those two wires as well. So why did they put these wires? Are they just future planners and put that in there? That could be. I'm glad that they would do that. It is only a 100 amp service though, and all of the breakers in our basement are filled. So I'm trying to figure out if that was just prior planning or if they at one time had 220 in here. I don't see any outlets for it. Unless they had it take it out because it wasn't done right. I don't know. I don't know. I've been testing this for like an hour to try to figure out what's going on, but I can't do it. So yeah, with the storm brewing, I was going to start working on my workbench. I have to cut all the bull noses off these 2x4s, but that would involve me having to keep my truck outside, and I don't want it to get wet, because then I gotta wash it again. But I could have gotten a lot done, and I'd known this storm was going to take forever to roll in. So yeah, nothing really too exciting, just working on this stuff out here. Just putzing around, really. I enjoy those nights when I got nothing really planned and I can just think and take it all in. I'm going to measure my space now to get some more dimensions kind of set in stone on the workbench that I'm building. I did draw it up, as you saw earlier, some sketches of it. I'm going to keep that going, and I'm going to stop at Home Depot tomorrow. I'm actually going to put heavy-duty casters on this workbench too, so then I can slide it around. Oh, I also did want to measure the height of my table saw when it's at full height, so that way I can make the workbench the same height, and I can use it as an outfeed table then. That will help out as well. Initially, I was going to make it like around 30 inches tall. That way it's still like desk kind of level and you can still work on it. But I do need an outfeed table for my table saw, because cutting longer pieces and is very dangerous without one. And I'm all about safety at James of all trades workshop. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep putzing around. Sorry I don't have much action stuff to show you. It's more question based. I hope there's electricians watching and that can help me decipher what's going on and what I need to do to get this in tip-top shape. Because all this stuff, let me show you more detail as well. This stuff is super old. I want to rip this out, this out. These are coming out, these are coming out. And if you follow that up, that goes to this junction box. So I'm ripping all that all the way around out. And then I'm going to add Romex and cut through the studs all the way back over here again. That way, at one time or another, this all can be insulated, and just like that part is. And then I'm going to put plywood up. But I can't put plywood up unless I want it to look janky as hell with that on there. So that's the goal. And then that goes up and feeds that outlet. What? Oh, there's some janky ass unorganized electric going on in this place, because then that runs to here, which feeds the, and then it goes up, but then that part, like why, then they have this cable coming up and out, but then that one going, and then this cable, oh, there's, so then that cable pops out of there and serves this light, which, there we go, come on. I cut the power here when I was messing with those breakers. Come on, guys. What? There we go. And fluorescence. Eventually I want to take these down too and add LEDs. But I have a wedding to pay for, so so then yeah, so that all is gonna come out too. And that too, like this could be way better organized. Like all this bull crap that's going around. Like why do you need that, but then that, you could have just went from there down. So that's, I'll make, it's a huge cluster mess. So I'm gonna have to draw up some plans of what I'm gonna do electric wise in here too. But first I want to build this workbench, and I couldn't do that today, like I said, because of the weather. So, alright guys, so I'm going to get editing this video then. Let me know in the comments if you know what I should do or can do with this box here. Like I said, it's confusing. So, yeah. Alright guys, have a good rest of your Monday, and I will catch you tomorrow. Hopefully I can run a bunch of these 2x4s through my table saw to get rid of the bull nose. So, see you guys.